Hello, this is Jack Galmitz. Today I will be reading some poems from a collection I put together titled Time Capsule. These are what are called short poems, free verse haiku, if you will, but short poems is what they're known by. The sky is that blue I salute to. Cleared ground in the forest. I built a glass house there to occupy it. The subject was constantly changing. We nailed it to paper. A misty morning, the dogwood blossoms vanished. Being a pigeon is not half bad. We have many friends. A humpbacked whale breached my dream to my bed. Fauna. The dogs mating on the lawn were strangers. A starling strides beside me like my brother. I see the birds settle to the ground, a whisper of sounds. Mayfly, what do you have in mind? A seabird flew by the window. I was reading. Dragonflies, stop following me if you do not mind. When I wake, it is usually dark. My face is a cat. A day in the park, the puffed up pigeon romances. Walking the dog, suddenly unswept leaves surround us. Flora, my small garden. Blue flags appear for a performance. Fishing from the dock, the waves roll to the clouds. The flowers return, much like last year, without fanfare. Wherever I stood, there was a rain cloud above. Down by the pond, a father and son skip stones, losing count sometimes. People have triumphed. There is not one green park in the area. Water, who would have thought it? An ordinary man comes upon a plane tree sometimes. July 4th, the neighbors watch the fireworks on their laptops. Pay attention, shout the trees. We are not scenery. Falling rocks. You are just like me, yet so different. So A to B. The ocean is too big. I just sit on the sand and listen to it. My body is so twisted. Is that what a life is? I became a ghost, walking the same streets I once walked, reading a book of science fiction, looking for the sex parts. The light of the world, that billboard just off the road. The red of the car that passed a while ago is not in the world. My neighbors are immigrants. They all wear baseball caps. Living in a box, putting up decorations does not change much. A man indistinguishable from the ground puts out his hand. The crowd at the ball game. In the stands, I add one more fan bearing arms. A bad call. The crowd rushes the field to end it all. After a bad call, the fans burn the stadium down. Begotten. In the mirror, there's father for a minute. Remembering mother at the easel painting flowers. Remembering father in the office working late hours. In the rain all day, I hear my name. A crossing. Early morning, boiling a couple of eggs. The advance of spring. Down a stone wall, cracked from years of rain, grow bougainvillea. Sitting on a bench watching Chinese women dance, commencing spring. Rolling a bike rim with a branch, two boys on a path. The starter pistol shot. The runners take off as if there was a choice. Loss. The baseball glove I worked in with oil for years, it disappeared. My first filling. I was never the same after that visit. Visiting the zoo just to see the donkey once more before I am through. Loading toy train cars with lumber and cattle. A Christmas morning. The cats are all gone. I put the scratching post outdoors. Turn. We left a mirror in the forest so the animals could get to know us. Talking at length to the gorilla, we shared a purpose. In the silence, there is sound, visiting Kyoto Garden. The shaved ice vendor parks her wagon, a well-traveled corner. From the porch of my cabin, I watch the moon travel. Missionaries came, the animals packed up, and none remain. In the attic, a skin-tight a skin-tight suit in a box I once molded. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening.